What's up, Internet? Rich Maliki back for another Inside Service, episode 6. We are getting into some real controversial things on this episode, and this actually is a question that is going to come direct from the Fed group. What's going on, Fed Nation? Coming from the Fed group, one of our members asks, where is the disconnect between servicers and manufacturers? That, ladies and gentlemen, is a loaded question, and one that I am happy to answer as respectfully as possible. So, again, I got some little cheat notes here, my little post-it, old school, writing things down. So I think number one, I don't work for you. I work for Maliki Parts and Service. I think any service company out there will attest to the fact that we are our own company. We work for us. I get up in the morning for Maliki. I get up in the morning for Maliki's employees. I get up in the morning for Maliki's customers, okay? Fine line, because we have a partnership. Partnerships that I am proud to have, I am honored to have. You'll see them, I'm posting about all the manufacturer, relationships that we have on all my channels. Proud of it. But understand, I work for me. I work for Maliki. Okay, that's number one, I think, that we need to understand. And then one of the things I think as far as disconnects go, let's get into some different points. I'm going to go through things here. I might be a little all over the place. Try to stay with me. Expectations. Manufacturers are setting expectations to large chain accounts, and whether it be supermarkets or fast foods or fast casual, whatever it might be. There's expectations, high expectations being sent, right to these customers, these end user customers in markets across the country, without one time picking up the phone and saying, hey, can you handle this? So one of those things I'll say is, how about 4-hour response times? I've talked about this multiple times on videos, and when you're sitting down with a customer for a national chain, I get it. This is a huge opportunity for you guys and ultimately for us in our market. I get that. And I'm super excited when you guys have big rollouts. I think any of us would be. We got startups, we got installs, we got, repairs coming down the line. It's a beautiful thing. But understanding that we can't commit to 4-hour response time. I will never tell a customer, I'm guaranteeing you I'll be there in 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours. Because we live in the real world. This is the real world. Okay, this is not a test kitchen. This is not a factory floor. This is a kitchen with employees prepping, cooking, running back and forth. It's hot, it's chaos, and we're here in the midst of it, sometimes in spaces this big, pulling things apart, stopping, starting. And I say that because we're in the middle of jobs, and then all of a sudden these other emergencies come in. It's like, well, 4 hours, you better be there. Sometimes it's possible. Sometimes we can get it done. Sometimes it's great. But there's no guarantee. But we do our best, and that's all we could ever do. Coupled together with the expectations on response times comes the parts inventory part of it. So, listen, we all want that first visit fix. Okay, there's no way around it. Whether it's warranty, out of warranty, we love first visit fixes. We want to get there. We want to have the part on hand that's necessary to get the unit back up and running, and on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. That's the name of the game, because we sell time. Our time is important, and just as important is the parts inventory. So when there's things being rolled out, again, things are being discussed, and then an email sent to the service guy or girl sitting here saying, hey, guess what? You have to put $20,000 of inventory on your shelf in your vans right now. For a rollout I may never see, for calls I may never get, and now I have to take out of my small business 20 grand and put it on my shelves in vans. The world has changed. It's 2020. The landscape has changed. The industry is changing very fast. Partstown is distributors for everything, and there's a lot of upside to that. We get our parts faster. Inventory is always there, but understanding that the inventory that we now hold has dwindled because those part sales have dwindled. we're focused highly on our service right now. You know, and a long time ago, I believe I was in a meeting with Bruce Hodge of General Parts, an industry guru. I hope you're doing well if anyone sees Bruce. If you see this Bruce, I hope you're doing well in retirement. But he mentioned, you know, you're either a service company that sells some parts, or you're a parts company that does some service, and you have to decide who you're going to be and who you want to be. You know, we've always been a service company that sells some parts, but man, we sold a lot of parts here at one time. I can remember being young, 19, 20, 21, 22, running up the back stairs here in this building with 40-pound boxes on each side with cast iron burners and gas valves, and we were shipping 30, 40, 50 boxes a day. Now I'm lucky if we ship 5 boxes a day. It's gone. Super focused on service, more than ever. And inventory control is at the top of my friggin' list. And I'm not gonna stock parts that I don't sell. And here's my thing with the disconnect. There should be a conversation. If you want me to have these parts, why are we not doing consignment? Why not put these things together? And if you're making these decisions for us, send the parts. Send the go boxes that you were talking about. Put them on consignment, and when we use them, we bill them back, we send it back to you, you send us a new one, and it's done. I think that is something that should be discussed. I know one manufacturer I'm working with is about to do that, so kudos to them. I won't mention you, it's confidential, but you know, that's something I think that needs to be discussed. These things need to be discussed. We shouldn't just have an email that tells me what I'm doing. Okay, because going back to the first thing, I work for Maliki first, and I have an obligation to this place first. So there needs to be better communication. There needs to be more discussions. Bring us to the table, okay? Bring your service companies to the table and let us help you make decisions for real life, because it's just so necessary and key right now. So I also jotted some other things down here as far as time, labor, and the jobs are going on being rejected for these times. I think there's, okay, let's rewind. Warranty service, okay? We are proud partners again for manufacturers across the country for a long time. And there are some manufacturers that have set times for jobs to be done. I would love to know in what room, in what time zone, in what year these things were all decided. That it takes 26 minutes to change a thermocouple on this, and 48 minutes to change a gas valve on this, and 2 hours and 10 minutes to change a boiler generator on this. I'm gonna say bullshit on all those times, and here's why. I think I said this a couple of times. We live in the real world, where things are occurring. So maybe some guy or girl in an office says, oh, it should have took you 24 minutes. Well, I invite you to ride along with my technician and go see that 24-minute job. Show me where it exists. It doesn't. It does not exist. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes to pull the oven or fryer away from the wall to get things done. Sometimes we gotta take units to the back because the guy that runs the place said, you aren't doing this here. Bring it to the back. So now we have to uninstall things and bring things to the back and bring it back. And who's paying for all this? Oh, we're only giving you 48 minutes. Man, I hope this is coming through as passion and not anger. It's not anger, it's passion. And, you know, my obligation is to Team Maliki #1. Just like yours is to team whatever you're on #1. But at the end of the day, we have to meet and understand that we have a common goal to make the customer happy, to make the unit work, so they can make money and pay their employees. We're all connected. So there is a big disconnect. And there's so much more we can go into. I would love to have a discussion with some manufacturers, with some other service guys, maybe put together a big Zoom chat where we can really, and we have to record it because we have to put it out to the world. Otherwise, it's of no use. This is how people learn. This is how people grow, by talking about it. So, I touched on a lot of points. I don't want to go too more in depth, but these are some of the disconnects. And the bottom line is, we're equals. We're equals. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Use that information how you will. I'm always here to talk, reach out. This passion is pouring out of my face to this camera right now. I hope you get it. I hope you understand it. I want to be here to help and help the industry grow. Go over to the FEDD group, the Food Equipment Digital Disruptors on Facebook. Join the conversations. We're growing by leaps and bounds. Events are coming in 2021. You don't want to miss it. You want to be a part of it. That's Inside Service. I will see you on the next video. You better hit the like, comment, subscribe, and share on this one.